Hi, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So in the last lecture, we have seen Rolle's mean value theorem. So what is Rolle's mean value theorem? Shreyansh, what is the statement of Rolle's mean value theorem? What does it tell us? Abhay, Rolle's mean value theorem.
Sir. Let f from close a comma b to r be a
Yes,
function, and the first condition f जो close a comma b to r continuous હોય, અને
yes.
second condition
AB to R
open a
continuous.
comma b,
Yes. Open interval AB
પછી
to
f
R.
open to r differentiable,
Differentiable. At
and
end
third
points.
f is equal to fb, then there exists c belongs to open a comma b, f dash c is equal to 0.
So that F dash C equal to 0. Now, what is f dash c? F dash c is nothing but slope of tangent at point C to curve y equal to fx. So now I am saying that its slope is 0. What does it mean? Suppose slope of some line is 0. What does it mean? The line is parallel to y-axis or x-axis?
X-axis.
Yes, because note that if slope of line is 0, then that line is parallel to x-axis. Okay. Now, Rolle's theorem tells us that if this condition satisfied, then there exists at least one point from open interval AB such that f dash c is equal to 0. So let me draw a diagram so that you can understand the general interpretation of Rolle's theorem. You can find out at least one tangent which is parallel to x-axis. By the way, what is the definition of slope of line? Difference of
Y coordinates by difference of x coordinates.
upon?
Difference of x coordinates.
Yes, difference of y coordinates upon difference of x coordinates. This is the slope of line. This is the definition of slope of line. Okay. Now, what does it mean? Difference of y coordinate must be same. Okay. If difference of y coordinates are same, what does it mean? Y coordinates remains constant. And what does this mean? If y is constant, then line should be parallel to x-axis. Due to this reason, Vaibhav is saying that if slope of some line is 0, then that line must be parallel to x-axis. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can see the screen or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is some function defined in closed interval AB. This is origin. So this is B, FB, and C. I should take at endpoint function take the same value. Okay. So let me extend up to this. This is point BFB. This is AFA, and this is BFB. Do you understand why I have taken BFB here? Because in the Rolle's theorem, I must have to take function is continuous. See, look at this graph of the function. I can draw a graph of the function without shifting a pen, so it is continuous. Obviously, there is no sharp corner, therefore it is differentiable. You can say from the graph also whether the function is differentiable or not. If there is no sharp corner like this is not differentiable function, since here sharp corner, here sharp corner. Okay. So since there is no sharp corner in this graph, you can say that function is differentiable, continuous in closed interval AB, and also at endpoints function takes the same value. Now you can see Fa must be equal to Fb. Their y coordinates are same. So Rolle's theorem gives us guarantee that you can find out one tangent which is parallel to x-axis. This is x-axis. So can anybody give me the tangent which is parallel to x-axis? See, here you can draw a tangent. This is parallel to x-axis. Do you understand? This is C.
Yes, sir.
FC. And f dash C equal to 0 since it is parallel to x-axis. So this is the geometrical interpretation of Rolle's theorem. Okay, now let us go for Lagrange's mean value theorem. This theorem also studied. You studied this theorem in 12th science and also in semester 1, BSc semester 1. So let me first of all state the Lagrange's mean value theorem. Vaibhav,
हाँ सर.
what is the statement?
अगर हम कोई एक फंक्शन लेते हैं क्लोज इंटरवल ए बी टू आर से, तो
Yes.
वो फंक्शन के लिए वो कंटिन्यूस होना चाहिए क्लोज इंटरवल ए बी पर, और
Yes.
वो ओपन इंटरवल ए बी पर डिफरेंशिएबल होना चाहिए.
Yes, very good.
और उसके लिए हमें कोई सी मिलेगा, जैसे कि एफ डैश सी इज इक्वल टू एफ बी माइनस एफ ए अपन बी माइनस ए.
Very good. Correct. 100% correct. So let f from AB to R be a function such that first f from AB to R is continuous. F from open interval AB to R is differentiable. Then there exists C from a open interval AB such that f dash C equal to fb minus fa upon b minus a. So here at endpoint function may be different. Fa is not equal to fb. We are not taking fa equal to fb in Lagrange's mean value theorem. So if you take fa equal to fb, then f dash c becomes 0. So it becomes actually Rolle's mean value theorem. So this is the generalization of Rolle's mean value theorem, you can say. And also in the last lecture we have seen that converse of Rolle's mean value theorem is not true. And also I have given one example for which f dash c is 0, but this condition is not satisfied, and that function is nothing but f from -3 to t close interval, and fx is equal to x cube. Okay, now let us prove this result. So in order to prove Lagrange's mean value theorem, I will use Rolle's mean value theorem. Okay, so we will use Rolle's mean value theorem. To apply Rolle's mean value theorem, I should have function g, for which g is continuous on closed interval ab, it is differentiable on open interval ab, and at endpoints ga takes the same value. So now let me define g. So we are looking for function g from closed interval ab to r as follow. So I am defining in this way function g. What is the definition? G x is equal to fx minus capital A into x. X belongs to AB, where A is to be determined so that at endpoints g takes the same value. See, look at this. Since f is continuous and this is a polynomial, a is constant, so ax is polynomial. Already it is given that f is continuous on closed interval ab, and every polynomial is continuous. Okay, so the difference is also continuous. So fx minus ax is continuous function, but fx minus ax is nothing but function g. Therefore, g is continuous on ab. Now it is given that f is differentiable. This is also differentiable, and its derivative is simply a. So their difference is also differentiable. Fx minus ax is also differentiable. What does it mean? G is differentiable on open interval ab. So now, if I can find out capital A so that at endpoints g takes the same value, then I can apply Rolle's mean value theorem to g. If I apply Rolle's mean value theorem, let us assume time being that j equal to gb, then if I apply Rolle's mean value theorem, then I can find out c, so that d dash c is 0. So f dash c is equal to f dash c minus a, derivative of x is 1, and put x, this is equal to 0. So f dash c equal to 1. A, sorry. So what should I choose? A. I should take, actually I want f dash c equal to fb minus fa upon b minus a. So value of a must be this much. Now let me find out by this. J equal to gb. Right here small a, not capital. J equal to gb if and only f a equal to okay, if and only, now let me take this on right side, left side, therefore if and only, so this minus becomes plus ab minus a into capital A into small a equal to, now bring fa on, this is nothing but fb minus fa. This is true if and only, now take capital A comma b minus a what should I choose? FB minus FA upon B minus A. So therefore G is Gx is equal to Fx minus FB minus FA upon B minus A into X, for X belongs to closed interval AB. Note that G from closed interval AB to R is continuous. G from open interval AB to R is differentiable, and at endpoints G takes the same value. Therefore, by Rolle's mean value theorem, there exists C from open interval AB such that G dash C equal to 0. Now, what is G dash X? First of all, let me find out G dash X. So G is this, so derivative of F is F dash X, this is constant, so I will put it as it is, FB minus FA upon B minus A, derivative of X is 1. Now, G dash C equal to 0. This implies that put C in place of X and that value is 0 upon B minus A equal to 0. Implies F dash C equal to FB minus FA upon B minus A. Therefore, there exists C belongs to open interval AB such that F dash C is equal to FB minus FA upon B minus. So this is known as Lagrange's mean value theorem. Okay, so this is a very important result for not only for examination but it for application purpose also. Lagrange's mean value theorem is very important. Also, generalization of Rolle's mean value theorem. Okay, so this is an important result. Now, what is geometrical interpretation of Lagrange's mean value theorem? Let us see. So FB minus FA upon B minus A. So let me take y equal to fx curve. Then curve is passing through A FA and B FB. So FB minus FA upon B minus A is nothing but it represents what it represents, Vaibhav.
सर स्क्रीन नहीं दिखा दे रही है.
नहीं दिखाई दे रही है?
नहीं सर.
Oh wait, let me show you. So actually FB minus FA upon B minus A is nothing but slope of line passing through AFA and BFB. Now can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just wait for a few minutes. Let me put up one diagram. Since I want to explain geometrical interpretation of Lagrange's mean value theorem. See, look at this picture. I think perfect. So first of all, let me write down geometrical interpretation of Lagrange's mean value here. So let me draw diagram. Suppose this is xy plane. This is y axis, this is x axis, this is origin. Okay. So this is point BFB. Okay. And this is point AFA. Now you can see, let me say this point to be A and this point to be capital A. Function is continuous, differentiable. Okay, since there is no sharp corner, it is differentiable. This is point A, this is point B, and at endpoints function may have different value, and of course here they have different value. Fa is not equal to Fb. That can be seen from graph. So what Lagrange mean value tells us that, so what is the slope of line AB? Difference of y coordinate, that is Fb minus Fa upon B minus A. Okay. So what Lagrange's mean value theorem tells us that you can have at least one tangent to this curve which is parallel to line AB. Okay. Value theorem tells us that we can find out at least one tangent to curve y equal to fx such that tangent is parallel to line AB, where what are the coordinates of point A? Do you understand? Okay. Now give me tangent. See, this is there are actually three tangents. You can draw. This is line, and this is the line parallel to. This is the point F dash. This is parallel to line joining AB, and this is tangent to curve. Okay. You can see that this is. We can actually f dash c is nothing but value of f dash is fb minus fa upon b minus a. And also you can understand by this diagram also. Sorry. Let me quickly use the diagram. See why it comes here, I don't know. Anyway, आपको समझ में आ गया what is the meaning of?
हाँ सर.
Okay, so let me go ahead. Okay, so from this figure you can see, suppose this is point A, so your function is defined from AB to R. So this is A, this is point B, so A is somewhere here, B is somewhere here, so this is the line joining these 2 points. Okay, similarly you can join line these two lines. You should draw slightly. So now see, you can see that there are 2 tangents at C1. This line is also parallel to this line joining AB, and here also this is a parallel to this line. Okay, so this is the geometrical interpretation of Lagrange-Mendel theorem. तो ग्राफ में से आप बहुत कुछ बता सकते हैं. From the graph of function you can say that whether the function is continuous or not. This is the first thing. How can you say from the graph whether the function is continuous or not? You can draw, if you can draw a graph of the function without shifting a pen or chalk, then you can say that that function is continuous on that specified region or domain. If your graph has no sharp corner, if your graph has no sharp corner, then that function is differentiable. Since look at this graph, there is no sharp corner in this graph. Okay, so this is differentiable. If you look graph of sine function, since there is no sharp corner in the graph of sine function, therefore it is differentiable. There is no sharp corner in the graph of cos function, therefore it is differentiable. Since there is no sharp curve in x square, in the graph of fx equal to x square, therefore it is differentiable. Now if you draw a graph of some curve, आप बता सकते हैं कि वो कर्व फंक्शन रिप्रेजेंट करेगा कि नहीं करेगा? अब भाई कैसे बता सकते हैं ग्राफ में से कि वो फंक्शन रिप्रेजेंट करेगा कि नहीं रिप्रेजेंट करेगा ग्राफ? वैभव, डू यू नो? मैं बता सकता हूँ कि ये है ना, वो किसी फंक्शन का ग्राफ है ये, लेकिन मैं ये भी बता सकता हूँ कि ये किसी भी फंक्शन का ग्राफ नहीं है. वाई?
फाई को हम पैरेलल दौरे तो वो 2 पॉइंट में इंटरसेक्ट करेगा ना?
यस, वेरी गुड. ये देखिए, अगर इफ आई ड्रॉ अ लाइन पैरेलल टू वाई एक्सिस, देन दिस लाइन इंटरसेक्ट एट 2 different points to the same curve. Therefore this is not a function. So what is the method to determine whether the graph represents function or not? Just draw a line parallel to y axis. That line must intersect to the graph exactly at one point. तो यहाँ पे देखिए, अगर आप किसी भी एक कहीं पर भी y एक्स पे पैरेलल लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे तो वो ग्राफ को एक ही पॉइंट पे इंटरसेक्ट करेगी. इफ यू ड्रॉ हियर देन इट विल इंटरसेक्ट एट एग्जैक्टली वंस हियर. तो आपको किसी फंक्शन का ग्राफ ड्रॉ करना है तो ये चीज़ माइंड में रखनी चाहिए कि ये ऐसा कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है, आप बता सकते हैं कि 1 1 है कि नहीं, ऑन टू है कि नहीं, सभी थिंग बता सकते हैं, ठीक है, लेकिन अब हम वहाँ पे नहीं जाएंगे। नाउ let me take some results based on Lagrange's mean value theorem. These are very important results, though they are small or corollary. They are based on Lagrange's mean value theorem. Let f from AB to R be differentiable on AB through the following. The first one is f dash x greater than or equals to 0 for every x belongs to open interval AB implies f is increasing function on AB. Second, f dash x is strictly greater than 0 for every x belongs to open interval AB implies f is strictly increasing. Function on open interval AB. Third one, if the derivative is negative, already you are aware of this result and you have applied this result in 12 science. याद है आपको?
हाँ सर।
Very good. F is decreasing function on AB. Fourth, if f dash is strictly less than 0 for every x from AB implies f is strictly decreasing function on AB. So let me first do the first one. See, this is the function is defined on open interval AB. Okay, so it is given that function is defined on open interval AB to R is differentiable on AB and f dash x greater than or equals to 0 for every x belongs to open interval AB. What is my claim? F is increasing on AB. So what should I do? That is, for all x1, x2 from open interval AB with x1 less than or equal to x2, you must have to show that, or you may take x1 strictly less than x2. You must have to show that fx1 less than or equal to fx2. Then I can say that f is increasing on AB. So from where I should begin? Let us consider 2 points, x1 and x2 from open interval AB with x1 less than x2. So I have taken 2 points from open interval AB so that x1 is less than x2. Okay, I want to show that shall prove that fx1 less than or equal to fx2. Okay, now since f is differentiable on AB, it is continuous. Let me restrict this function from x1 to x2, differentiable on AB. It is also, let me write in this way, it is also differentiable on open interval x2, x1, x2. Since x1, x2 is totally contained in open interval AB, f is continuous on AB, it is also continuous on closed interval x1, x2, since a less than x1. Okay, therefore by Lagrange's mean value theorem, there exists C from x1, x2 such that f dash C is equal to fx2 minus fx1 upon x2 minus x1. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now it is given that f dash x equal to 0 for every x from x1, x2. This implies that f dash C must be greater than or equals to 0. Now let me put the value of f dash C. F dash C is nothing but fx2 minus fx1 upon x2 minus x1. This must be greater than or equals to 0. So this implies that fx2, now bring x2 minus x1 on this side, so it becomes 0. So this is greater than or equals to 0. Therefore fx2 greater than or equals to fx1. Or you can say that therefore for every x1, x2 belongs to open interval AB, x1 less than x2, this implies that fx1 less than or equal to fx2, or f is increasing on AB. The proof of the others are similar to this one. Okay, so I will not give the proof. Now let me put one more. If f dash x equal to 0 for every x belongs to AB, let f from AB to R be differentiable on AB, and let us assume that f dash x equal to 0 for every x belongs to open interval AB. Prove that f is constant function. So derivative of f is 0 at every point. We want to show that f is constant function. Okay, so let me say this to be 1. So by 1, f dash C equal to fx2 minus fx1 upon x2 minus x1. x1 and x2 are arbitrary. For some C belongs to open interval AB. Now it is given that f dash x equal to 0 for every x belongs to AB. Therefore, f dash c equal to 0. Therefore, f dash c is nothing but fx2 minus fx1 upon x2 minus x1. This is equal to 0. Since x1 and x2 are different points, fx2 minus fx1, this must equal to 0. Or you can say that fx2 equal to fx1, and x1 and x2 are arbitrary points. Therefore, fx equal to k for every x belongs to open interval AB, where k is nothing but fx1 equal to fx. Or you can say that f is constant. So this is the proof. If derivative of function is 0, then f must be constant function. Okay. So now let me put other forms of Lagrange's mean value theorem. So the first form is this: fb minus fa is equal to b minus a into f dash c, where a less than c less than b. You can find out some c so that, okay, just bring f dash c on other side. Second one is this: f of a plus h equal to f of a plus h into f dash c. Just take b minus a equal to h, where a to a plus h function is defined on this interval a less than c less than a plus h for some c. The third one is this: f of a plus h equal to f of a plus h into f dash a plus theta h for some theta belongs to 0 and 1. Function is defined on a to a plus h and 0 less than theta less than 1 for some theta. And the next one is this: fx is equal to f0 plus x into f dash theta x. Function is defined on closed interval 0 to x. This is a very useful form, and your theta is lies between 0 and 1. So these are the different forms of Lagrange's mean value theorem. Now let me take next theorem, generalized mean value theorem. Now what does it tells us? Let f and g be two functions which are defined on closed interval a b to r, be two functions if f and g from closed interval a b to r are continuous on closed interval AB, they are differentiable on open interval AB. Third one is this. Oh, not third one. Then the conclusion is this one. Then there exists some C from open interval AB such that FB minus FA into G dash C equal to GB minus GA into F dash C. So this is the statement of generalized mean value theorem. So in order to prove generalized mean value theorem, we will use Lagrange's mean value theorem in order to prove this result. So now let me define function h on closed interval AB to R. We are looking for function h for which this is continuous on closed interval AB, it is differentiable on open interval AB, and at endpoints h takes the same value. Then only I can apply Rolle's mean value theorem. So by looking at this, now can anybody guess what should we take h? See, I want h so that h dash c equal to 0. Okay, so what should I take? So now just bring this quantity on left side so that you will get fb minus fa into g dash c equal to gb minus ga into f dash c. Now replace c by x. So what is the answer? fb minus fa into, just put x, so g dash x minus gb minus ga into f dash. Technique समझ में आ रही है? So what should I take? hx. So this is the derivative of, this is nothing but h dash x. Okay, so what should I take h? Abhay.
हाँ सर,
fb minus fa into वैभव, क्या लेना चाहिए यहाँ पे? समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ? Do you understand?
सर इसमें कुछ पता नहीं चला।
पता नहीं चला। देखिए मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ कि ये आपको प्रूव करना है। ये क्या प्रूव करना है? आपको सी निकालना है कि ऐसा कुछ हो, ठीक है? ये तो समझ में आ रहा है ना? हमें क्या प्रूव करना है कि हमें सी फाइंड करना है कि एफ और जी के लिए ये कंडीशंस, ये इक्वालिटी सेटिस्फाई करे। तो ये इक्वालिटी लाने के लिए मैं क्या करूँगा? आई विल यूज रोल्स मीन वैल्यू थियरम इन ऑर्डर टू प्रूव दिस इक्वालिटी। तो मुझे रोल्स मीन वैल्यू थियरम प्रूव करना है, तो मुझे एक फंक्शन एच चाहिए वो क्लोज इंटरवल ए बी से आर पर का, जो कंटिन्यूस हो, डिफरेंशिएबल हो, और एट एंड पॉइंट्स एच हैव सेम वैल्यूज। ओके, तो मुझे कंक्लूजन देख के ये पता चलता है कि मुझे ये देखिए सी है, तो जो एच डैश सी 0 होगा रोल्स मीन वैल्यू थियरम, ठीक है? तो एच डैश सी 0 होगा तो मुझे क्या लेना चाहिए? ये 0 है, तो यहाँ पे 0 लाने के लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? ये जो राइट साइड पे है उसको मैं लेफ्ट साइड पे ले जाता हूँ, तो क्या हो जाएगा? ये 0 हो जाएगा राइट साइड पे।
हाँ सर।
तो एच डैश सी क्या होना चाहिए, तो कि एफ बी माइनस एफ ए इंटू जी डैश सी माइनस जी बी माइनस जी ए इंटू एफ डैश सी। समझ में आ रहा है? यहाँ पे देखिए सी लिख देता हूँ।
हाँ सर, आ गया।
समझ में आया? तो ये एच फंक्शन याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं ये समझाने जा रहा हूँ आपको। समझ में आया? यहाँ
हाँ
पे
सर।
मुझे क्या लिख, तो क्योंकि फाइनल एग्जाम में आप कितना याद रखोगे, ये फंक्शन याद रख के जाओगे कि ऐसे एच डिफाइन करना है जनरलाइज मिनिमली थ्योरम में, लाग्रेंज मिनिमली थ्योरम में जी ऐसे डिफाइन करना है, एल यू बी एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ स्क्वायर रूट में ऐसा कुछ करना है, तो आपका मगज क्या हैंग हो जाएगा, आप कुछ भी नहीं लिख पाएंगे। ठीक है? तो ये टेक्निक कौन सी है, तो ये इतना तो पता होना चाहिए कि भाई हमें क्या यूज करना है, रूल्स मिनिमली थ्योरम, वरना तो ये बात नहीं बनेगी। समझ में आए? तो यहाँ से हमें इंडिकेशन मिलता है कि मुझे एच क्या डिफाइन चाहिए, कि एफ बी आई हैव केप्ट एफ बी माइनस एफ एज इट इज, सी लुक एट दिस, एंड आई हैव रिप्लेस्ड जी डैश, आई शुड रिप्लेस जी डैश सी बाय जी एक्स। नाउ व्हाट इज डेरिवेटिव ऑफ एच, यू कैन सी एच डैश एक्स, दिस इज अ कांस्टेंट, दिस इज कांस्टेंट, so जी डैश एक्स एंड एफ डैश एक्स, एंड जस्ट पुट सी इन प्लेस ऑफ। अब भाई समझ में आया कि नहीं आया?
आया सर।
नाउ लेट मी राइट डाउन दिस। अभी तो क्या है कि मुझे रोल्स मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम अप्लाई करने के लिए मुझे क्या लिखना चाहिए, एच कंटिन्यूस है, यहाँ पे डिफरेंशिएबल है, यहाँ पे वो कैसे बता सकेंगे, क्योंकि जी है, एफ कंटिन्यूस है, जी कंटिन्यूस और एच इज कंटिन्यूस डिफरेंशिएबल, एक सब लिखना है। तो जो क्रूशियल पार्ट है वो क्या है कि हाउ टू डिफाइन फंक्शन एच, दिस इज अ मेजर पार्ट ऑफ द थ्योरम। सिंस एफ जी फ्रॉम closed interval ab to r are continuous, h from closed interval ab to r is continuous. Since f and g from open interval ab to r are differentiable, h from open interval ab to r is differentiable. अभी एक ही कंडीशन मुझे बतानी बाकी है। नेक्स्ट वी शो दैट एच ए इक्वल टू HA equal to HB. Now tell me what is HA? How can you find out HA? Just put A in place of X. FB minus FA into GA minus GB minus GA into FA. Now let us simplify this. So FB into GA minus FA into GA minus GB into FA, this minus minus plus GA into FA. So FA into GA gets cancelled, plus and minus. So the answer is FB GA minus GB into FA. Now let me say this to be 1. Also, what is H of B? H of B is nothing but FB minus FA. Just replace X by B. So here you will get GB minus GB minus GA. I should write here, what should I write here? F of B. Do you understand? I have just replaced X by B in order to find FB. Now let me again simplify this. Here you will get FB into GB minus FA into GB minus GB into FB minus minus, or GB into, so FBGB minus and FBGB, this gets cancelled. So finally you will get Let me write down this first. Here I should write here A, not B. Okay, so FBGA FB or FBGA. This is FBGA minus FAGB or GBFA. Now let me say this to be. Now look at 1 and 2. FBGB, FBGA, see FBGA minus GBFA. Therefore by 1 and 2 I can say that at endpoints H takes the same value. Therefore by Rolle's mean value theorem, there exists C belongs to open interval AB, so that what happened, H dash C equal to 0. Now H dash X, what is the value of H dash X? FB minus FA. What is H dash X? C, this is function H, so this is a constant, so we should keep this constant as it is and we should differentiate G with respect to X. So the derivative is G dash X. Now again this is a constant term, so we will keep this as it is, and derivative of F is F dash X. So this is nothing but this is G dash X minus GB minus GA into F dash X. Now H dash C equal to 0. This implies that FB minus FA into G dash C, not F dash C, G dash C. GB minus GA into F dash C equal to 0. So this implies that now I will keep this on left side, and bring this on right side. So this is the theorem. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So very easy. There is no deep mathematics involved here. Just this is application of Rolle's mean value theorem. So go through this. Just think about this function. Just look at this statement and this function. ये कैसे हमने लिया है वो जरा देख लीजिए. अभी जो नेक्स्ट रिजल्ट है वो है Cauchy's mean value theorem. So Cauchy's mean value theorem क्या है देखिए. सपोज ये क्वांटिटी आपको यहाँ पे डिनोमिनेटर GB माइनस G है, ठीक है। तो आपको क्या लेना चाहिए? G to be G dash x should be non-zero for all x in AB, ठीक है। See, this is the Cauchy-Schmidt theorem. So let me state the result. So let f and g from close interval AB to R be two functions if the first one is this, f and g from AB to R are continuous on AB. Second, f and g from open interval AB to R differentiable on AB, then, and let me assume the third condition, G dash x is non-zero for every x belongs to open interval AB. Then this is extra condition. Then there exists C belongs to open interval AB such that FB minus FA upon B minus FB minus FA upon GB minus GA is equal to F dash C upon C dash C. Okay, वैभव,
हाँ सर।
प्रूफ लिखने की जरूरत है कि नहीं है? This is similar to generalized
हमने
mean
ऊपर
value theorem.
किया ना।
हाँ, क्योंकि ये देखिए हमने क्या दिया है, नॉन जीरो दिया है, तो यहाँ तक तो सेम आ जाएगा। सिंस जी डैश एक्स इज नॉन जीरो फॉर ऑल एक्स, यहाँ तक तो प्रूफ आ गई। बाद में जस्ट यू नीड टू ब्रिंग दिस क्वांटिटी ऑन लेफ्ट साइड एंड जी डैश सी ऑन राइट साइड, एंड दिस इज पॉसिबल सिंस जी डैश एक्स इज नॉन जीरो फॉर ऑल एक्स, देयरफॉर जी डैश सी इज आल्सो नॉन जीरो, so this makes sense. Okay, so this is a simple,
यस सर।
and this follows from generalized mean value theorem. So we stop our discussion here. Okay. So first of all, let me download the canvas view. So goodbye.
गुड बाय सर।
Goodbye, sir.
इस तरीके से कीजिए।